Not even waiting. What's going on, y'all? Curtis Smith here, Low Key Conversations. How y'all doing? How y'all living? How y'all feeling? My apologies for the late introduction. It was just another one of those nights of, am I gonna do it? I wish you guys knew the bullshit that was going on right now. And I know Low Key Conversations is about, full disclosure and all that. It's my show, but I'm letting y'all know now. Until there's a resolution, there's no disclosure. Hey Joe, how you doing? So, what I'm asking y'all to do is this week, give me some content. It's already late. It's already after 10 o'clock. I'm not going to completely monopolize the rest of your evening. Tomorrow's Monday. Everybody got to go to work. Half of y'all probably already in bed. But I'm not. So, just to let y'all know, the show that I had planned, they didn't cancel on me. It's just some scheduling hiccups, amongst other things, which at some point you guys will be made informed. You will be informed about. But as it stands right now, it was scheduling. So push me back a week. My apologies. But like I said, there's not a Sunday where I will not be here with y'all in some form. Mario, what up? Out there in Pittsburgh shooting guns and shit. You could have stayed in Massachusetts and been a shooter. You had to go all the way to Pittsburgh to do that? Not cool. What up, man? How you doing out there? You good? Let me know, man. How you doing? Oh yeah, y'all see it. Just a little bit proud of that. It's a whole bunch of shit, but I like this one the best. What was that? My phone just did something crazy. Heather, what up? You got shot at. You just get shot every day, B. You be alright. Yeah, man, I'm just looking for some content. That all. It's been an unsavory week for me. I spoke with my consultant and he told me to fall back from disclosing some stuff. So I'm listening to him. Hey, Suzanne, what's good? Hey, Damo, what's poppin'? Yo, I'm seeing people check in that ain't never really checked in before. What's good with y'all? How have I never seen y'all before? Jack, what up? How you doing? Yeah, I was really just going to air all the dirty laundry just now. Before, I kept these lights on and all of that. I was really going to air it out. But I spoke to my advisor, and he was like, fall back. Can't really do that. So I'm falling back, which is really not what Low Key Combos is about. It's not about falling back. It's not about being muted. It's not about being reserved and safe and, worrying about what's going to happen if. Like, that's why I'm in the shit now, because everybody wants to worry about what's going to happen if. But all information is not for everybody at all times. I'm not a politician. But I will say this. You guys will know. Once there's a resolution, you guys will know. But I can't really add fuel to the fire. Until everybody get on board and people start acting right and realizing that there's a problem, I'm not going to rock the boat. You almost got jumped last night talking that Patriots. Hey, they did their job though. Can't say the same about the Steelers. They kind of disappointed me. Pittsburgh pissed me off, so I was rooting for them. But the Vikings surprised the hell out of me tonight. I've never seen anything like that in my life. All the years that I've watched football, I've never seen anything like that. Shout out to Minnesota Vikings. Yo, they shocked the hell out of me. I enjoyed that. That was good. That was good football. And fuck all y'all that's talking that, oh, I can't believe you still watching football. You know, what about Colin Kaepernick and all? Like, listen, Colin Kaepernick, respect, salute to the dude. I respect what he's doing, but at the end of the day, me not watching football is not doing shit for his cause. It's not. I enjoy football. I've enjoyed football for a very long time. I still support him. 100% I support him. Killing of unarmed African Americans by police officers is wrong in any way, shape, form, or fashion. But me not watching football is going to, that's not going to stop it from happening. It needs to take a lot more than me not tuning in to Monday Night Football to stop untrained, egotistical, trigger-happy cop from killing a black person. So, miss me with the bullshit. Try again. That's all I'm saying. And y'all can feel however y'all want to feel about it, but that's just the truth. Like, what is me not watching football going to do? Black people not watching football is going to stop cops from shooting black people. Fuck out of here. Try again. You know what's going to stop cops from shooting black people? Better training. Better screening processes. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me started. I got a lot of pent up frustration right now. You really don't want that energy channeled to this. I support my black people. That's it. There's no question about that. But I'm a fan of football. One should not have anything to do with the other. Yo, ESPN is pissing me off. Stephen A. Smith, all of that first take bullshit. I can't tune in to ESPN in the morning anymore without hearing racial content. Like, yes, the conversation needs to be had. Absolutely. We all know this. But when I tune in to ESPN, all I want is the stats, B. Like, just give me the stats. That's all I want. I want to know who won. I want to know who lost. I want to know what the averages were. Like, I don't want to hear, well, black players, white play. I don't want to hear that shit. Come on, man. There's a time and a place for everything. ESPN is not the place for fucking political, racial conversation. It's not. And y'all can feel how y'all want to feel about it. When I tune into a sports channel, that's what I want to hear. Sports. If I wanted to listen to, you know, racial content or whatever, I'll tune into Breakfast Club. I'll listen to Charlamagne all day. Like, I don't want to hear that shit on ESPN. I don't. I'm waiting for, like, Nate Pickens or somebody to check in. Arab Black. Just come in and shut me down and say some more crazy shit. But y'all know I'm right. There's a time and a place. There's a platform for everything. I don't want to hear that. I don't. Like, we all know that it's out there. Nope. Everybody knows racism exists. Everybody knows it. It's not going nowhere. Like, I don't give a shit what times have changed, and we had Obama in the White House, salute to that. But yo, it's still there. Cause look what happened when he got out. Who went in? The most racist motherfucker you could ask for is in the White House right now. So it might have paused. You know what I mean? Like, it might have paused a little bit. It might have fell by the wayside, been put on the back burner real quick. But then you got those that want to argue reverse racism. Like, it's not the white people, it's all the black people. Obama was in office. Oh yeah, all the black people riled up, and you know what I mean? We got a nigga in the White House. Nah. Obama was I've never seen a more classy black person. I haven't. I've never seen a more prideful, more distinguished gentleman than Barack Obama. Not never. But then look at the flip side. Look what came right after Barack. You got the most arrogant, racist, facetious fucking yo. He wants to be worshipped. Lead the blind. He is the Pied Piper. And I will not say his name. Like, he's the Pied Piper. Like, he's leading the blind. Everything he says is gospel. It's ridiculous to me how he's followed. But he's in there. He's in there. He's in there. And he's getting it. Like, regardless of how much he's messing up, or, what he's starting with, the other side and military and nuclear bomb. Like, these are scary conversations that are happening right now. But they're happening. And they're happening because this dude is in office. Was nobody talking this crazy shit when Obama was in office? Because Obama had respect from everybody. And then we got this dude in there, he rocked the boat. And I don't, like I said, I don't do politics. I just do real life. I do real shit. I do real talk. We had hope with Obama. And when I say we, I mean America. Like, everybody. Like, all of these backwood, all of these dudes and women and whomever is supporting this guy, they're not looking at the broad spectrum. They can't see. You know what they are? They're millennials. That's what I compare them to. And no disrespect to millennials. Really. There's no disrespect. It's, in my opinion, the younger generation that's coming up right now can't see anything further than what's right in front of their face. They can't. And that's how I feel about the people that are supporting the dude in the White House right now. They can't see anything past what's right in front of their face. And what's in front of their face is scary as hell to us. Because he all right, I'm going to put it out there for y'all right now. He is to his followers what Obama was to everyone else. Like, when Barack Obama got into office, he inspired. Like, there was nothing but hope. And not just for, the African American community. It was for just reasonable minded people. Like, we know what was before him, and it was a lot of controversy and turmoil and uncertainty and just too many questions. Not supposed to be that many questions. We're supposed to be able to trust our government. We didn't trust it before Obama. There was a lot going on that we didn't know about. There's too many question marks. But then Obama came into office. He was like, listen, I'm not promising y'all the world, but I'm promising you some sort of change, which he wasn't lying about. He was the first African-American guy in the White House. That's change in itself. He guaranteed some sort of change. And then he went above and beyond and preceded that. He wasn't the greatest president, but he made himself the first relatable president. You felt like he was a regular guy. He was a regular dude. You know what I mean? Like, he enjoyed music. He danced. He laughed. He cracked smiles. He made jokes. Like, before that, the stereotype of the president of the United States was stern. Like, there's no jokes. No, I can't say that, because Clinton was... Yo, shouts to Bill Clinton, B. Like, Clinton went on Arsenio Hall and played the saxophone. Like, that, you can't relate more to the American people, to a regular person than to go on a late night talk show with a saxophone, and that's a sexy ass instrument. You can't relate more to the American people than, I feel like Bill Clinton had one up on the first African American president of the United States of America. Bill Clinton had that swag. Like, Bill had a swag. And Mr. President, Mr. Clinton, President Clinton, you'll never see this ever a day in your life. But if you do, I respect you. I respect Bill Clinton. That's what's up. But he had that. And then we went back to Bush. And honestly, George Bush, I don't know the W from the other, like the father from the son, to be honest with you. I really don't. I'm not even going to front and pretend like I do. But the Bush that came after Clinton, I'm not mad at him. I'm not. Maybe there's more information that I don't have, but I'm not mad at him. I didn't agree with his politics. Absolutely not. But I didn't hate him. I didn't. Because I look at everything from the perspective of a real person. So, George Bush, the one that came after Clinton, was only trying to do what any son is ever trying to do, which was make his father proud. So I don't blame him. George H. or George W., whichever one it was, the George Bush that came after Bill Clinton was only trying to make his father proud. Like, yeah, Dad, I'm going to get into the White House. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to put my own spin on it, but I'm going to do my best to make you proud. Like, yeah, he went into that trying to implement his father's politics. Absolutely. Regardless of how old he was or what the position was or the power that he had, he's still the son of a president of the United States. So, of course, he's going to try and pick up the mantle and do better than his dad did, but still have the beliefs and the ideologies that his dad had. I'm not mad at him. I'm not. He did his best. He did his best. Whatever that turned out to be, a lot of the public didn't agree with what he ended up coming out with. He did his best. I'm not mad at him. Those are some big shoes to fill. Your father was the president of the United States of America. and now you're president of the United States of America. I don't think anybody can say that they could handle that pressure. But he did. He did it. He tried his best. And then he had a goddamn catastrophe happen while he was in office. 9/11 happened. And all of y'all saying, yeah, 9/11 was orchestrated by George Bush and he facilitated it and the government facilitated it. Listen, I don't know nothing about none of that. I know where I was when it happened. And I'll tell y'all that the first thing that came to my mind was not that George Bush was behind it. I didn't think it was real. It didn't. Like, I woke up that morning and I was watching, what was I watching? I was watching something on TV. I know it was a cable channel. When I say cable, I mean like HBO, Showtime, shit like that. But I was watching like HBO. And the shit interrupted the broadcast that I was watching on HBO. That's when you know it's real. When it didn't interrupt ABC, NBC, CBS, it interrupted HBO, that's when you knew it was real. That was the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. I lived through it. And I can tell you that not one point when all that was happening did I think that George Bush had anything to do with it. I was just worried for my city. When I say my city, I'm talking about New York, because that's where I'm from. I was worried for my city. I was worried for the people that live in my city. I was worried for the family that live in my city. I was worried for my friends that live in that city. Because nobody knew nothing. Anybody could have been down there. But in any event, like I said, I didn't trust George Bush, but I didn't distrust him. I just, I took it for what it was. Giuliani did his thing. Everybody hates him, I know, but when it was down to the wire, he stepped up. He was out there at ground zero. Everybody can't say that. You got the guy that's in the office now going to Puerto Rico throwing paper towels at people. Yo, one of the guys that I work with, nothing against this dude because he's not a bad guy. Shout out to Vinny. But, he came into work one day and he had on a t-shirt. And it was a Nike t-shirt. But it had the image of our current commander-in-chief. It was a silhouette in the Michael Jordan stance. But he had a paper towel instead of a basketball. He had a paper towel roll. And it said his name underneath it with the Nike symbol. And the guy that I work with thought that was a cool shirt. And I made sure as soon as I saw it that I let him know, like, yo, that's not cool. Like, you really don't understand what it is that you're doing right now. Like, you got people that died in Puerto Rico. Like, people that were suffering, lost homes, lost crops, lost a whole bunch of stuff, lives in Puerto Rico. And our commander-in-chief, quote unquote, went out there to help. And that's what you do? That's how you helping? You make it a publicity stunt and you're throwing paper towels at people? Who does that? He did that. And then they made a t-shirt out of it and made it a cool thing. It's not cool. It's not cool. I don't know. I feel like I've been talking about politics way too long. What's up, man? What y'all doing? Y'all have been real quiet. I saw a couple of comments come through or whatever, but I don't know. I'm just not in the business of promoting bullshit. Like, I can't do it. That's bullshit to me. I want to be able to say that I'm in a place where my kids can not worry and be comfortable, prosper. I don't feel like that right now. But at the same time, my situation is not secure. So I can't really speak on anything else because I'm not content in the current situation that I'm in. But again, I spoke to my advisor. My advisor said, shut the fuck up, don't say nothing. Resolve your situation first before you broadcast it to people, which is what I'm doing. But at the same time, this here, I'm not in the business of being quiet. So like, this is really painful for me. Very painful. Oh, chill, hold up. Before I sign out. Y'all watch the Golden Globes? And I'm going to say this. I get it. I absolutely get it. Sexual harassment, sexual assault, all of that. No. Bad. You got everybody from Russell Simmons to Bill Cosby to, all of the other dudes in between. I don't know their names. I just know it's a bunch of people. Like, it's becoming an epidemic. It's kind of ridiculous that so many women are coming forward and saying that so many men have done all of these horrific things to them. Now, I wasn't there. I didn't witness anything. I don't know nothing about nothing. But I do know that money is a powerful motivation. I also know that men in power, people in power, period, don't know how to act. So it's hard to distinguish what's what. But I'll say this. I've never forced myself upon anybody. And I'm a sexy motherfucker. I've never forced myself on anybody. I would never do that. I don't understand or see how you could do that. I have daughters. I would rip throats out. No questions asked. If any of them ever came to me and was like, this happened, chill. I'll take that L and lose my freedom. Because you're not going to come to me and tell me that some guy tried to force himself on you and just think that I'm going to turn my back and walk away. No, we'll figure it out. We'll talk about it. No. Lives are being taken. But I got kind of off track. I watched the Golden Globes, and it wasn't specified, it wasn't said outright, but Ofri's speech, and I'm saying I don't like her, and I'm probably going to lose a lot of viewers and a lot of followers by saying that. I am not a fan of Oprah Winfrey. I said it. I'm not a fan of Oprah Winfrey. Not because of her beliefs or of any of her accomplishments. Like, she's accomplished a lot. Like, she's an African American female billionaire. Shouts respect for that. However, I've watched a lot of Oprah Winfrey interviews. I don't like it. I don't feel like she gives people, like, Oprah is like your typical, like, she speaks like she's in a relationship. Shouts to Stedman. That dude plays his position well. Background. She'll ask questions of, her guests, and then doesn't give them the opportunity to answer the question on their own completely. Like, she'll ask a question, and then her guest will start to answer the question, and then she'll interrupt and finish their answer. She'll interrupt and like just answer the question for them. Like, she'll complete the answer to format what she wants it to be. I'm not a fan of that. That she's obviously doing something right to be in the bracket that she's in, so salute. But on a personal level, I'm not a fan. I feel like that tactic is borderline reality TV to me. Like, it's scripted, kind of, without the guest even knowing that it's going to be scripted. Like, I've watched interviews that she's done, and the guest got annoyed. Like, you can physically see it in their mannerisms and in their facial expressions that they were aggravated at the fact that they did not get to complete a thought from the question that they were presented because she just interjected and put her own answer into it. Like, that's annoying as hell. Me being in the lane that I'm in now, I interview people. And I don't like to think of it as interviewing, but that's what I do. I talk, I hold conversations, I pick brains. I try to, I ask questions and I wait for answers. And then I know that I have my own free-flowing mind that I can give a rebuttal or an agreement or a disagreement to the answer that I'm giving. But watching Oprah interviews, even like as recently as like when she interviewed 50, like, she'll ask questions and they'll start to answer. Like, Oprah's interviewed a lot of people on a lot of significant topics. Like, shouts to Breezy, shouts to Riri. Like, she interviewed Rihanna, on the cusp of, not even on the cusp of, but like after the shit was all said and done, like whole, all that bullshit. Like, she interviewed Rihanna, and Rihanna made it be known, like, yo, I love him. I'm gonna always love him. Like, he's my first love. I forgive him. Like, we talk, all that. Like, she was being very forgiving and like, not dismissive. Like, she acknowledged what happened. She wasn't happy about it. They went through their shit, but at some point you have to let go and move on, which was what Rihanna has done. She let go, she moved on. But when she was talking to Oprah was, there was always a, yeah, but, so how do you, but if, like, yo, you asked and answered, move on. Why are you digging? Like, you're trying to portray it to be more or keep that controversy, that sizzle in it. I'm not cool with that. That's not okay. Like that, yeah, it was a story because it was in the public spotlight, but at the end of the day, like, that's real life. That's somebody's personal experience. Like, yo, she got busted in her face a lot. She did. I'm not trying to be funny. Like, she got busted in her face a lot. He did too. Like, I watched Breezy's, full disclosure, documentary or whatever that he did that was on Netflix. It was a mutual exchange. But because she's the female, it's, oh, it's Rihanna. See Breezy bust Riri in her face multiple times. She got bruises and swollen and all of that. Y'all forget that Riri from Caribbean? Y'all forget that she bout that life? She felt like she was being disrespected or cheated on in an enclosed space with no back seat? Of course she's going to act out. And they was drinking. She spazzed on him. He couldn't take it. Spazzed back. She was saying shit, grabbing shit, swinging on him while he's driving. He swung back like, yo. Any reasonable thinking male, female, whatever, been in that situation. Like, yo. When I was coming up, and y'all could act like how y'all want to act. You swing on me, I'm swinging back. You want to act like you about that life, then okay, we're going to see if you about that life. Like, don't step up if you're not really ready to take the repercussions. That's real. Like, I was raised that way. Like, yo, she want to step up and act like a man, I'm going to treat her like a man. That's it. You swing on me, I'm swinging back. And vice versa. If I swing on a female, I don't expect her to do anything less than swing back, and we see what happens. I don't swing on females, let's be clear. Have I gotten into it with women? Absolutely. Absolutely. Never denied. I can honestly sit here and say, though, I would never do that. I wasn't raised that way. But, but, you swing on me, I might fuck you up. Don't swing on me. Because then that's just instinct after that. You swing on me, I might swing back. And if I connect, you're going to sleep. So just to alleviate all of that, don't swing on me. But yeah, man, it get hot, it get heated. If you've ever been in a real relationship with somebody and y'all both have strong personalities, shit can get real. It gets serious. It's that serious. Because at the end of the day, people are just human. And humans have natural instinct to protect themselves. And it's not even always physical. Mentally, you have an instinct. Your brain programs you to protect yourself. Your brain programs you not to put yourself in harmful situations. That's real. Your brain will prevent you from doing it. It keeps you scared. Natural instincts keep you scared. You won't allow yourself, your brain won't allow you to put yourself in a situation where it may potentially be harmful to you. You got to overcome that shit somehow when it's a possibility that it might be lucrative for you. That's a deeper conversation. I'll get into that with y'all at another time. But what I'm saying is this. Women, keep your hands to yourself. And don't talk that slick shit and try and get a rise out of your man, because it might not turn out the way you want it. Men, keep your hands to yourself. Period. If you gotta punch something, make sure it's not flesh. You punch a bag, punch a wall, punch a window. Take a walk. Don't even swing. Like, try and control yourself that much. And I'm preaching to the choir, you know, the pot calling the kettle black, whatever, because I've put my hand through many a walls to prevent from busting out some teeth and catching an assault charge. It don't always work out like that, though, because a lot of y'all dudes don't have self-control. Gain some self-control. But I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like, I'm sitting here fronting right now because I'm biting my tongue real hard over some shit that I really want to talk to y'all about. And low-key conversations is about being open and honest and talking about shit that's going on right now. And I really want to talk to y'all about what I'm dealing with, but I can't because I've been advised not to. And I'm taking that advice because I know at the end of the day it's right. Just know this. There's a broader spectrum as to why y'all didn't get y'all real show tonight. And it's pissing me off. There's a broader spectrum as to why... You know what? You guys not getting y'all shows minimal to the shit that I'm dealing with. I respect y'all enough to want to give y'all everything that I say that I'm going to give y'all. But at the end of all of it, this is my life that I'm talking about. And I feel like I'm being cut off at the knees. And I can't. I've done a lot And I feel like what I've done is not being recognized, and I'm just expected to be submissive and take shit as it comes, and I'm not built like that. I've never been built like that. But I know I'm being vague and I'm probably frustrating y'all, so I'm gonna cut this real quick and real short and let y'all know that I love y'all, and I appreciate, the few of y'all that checked in with me, and I know this is not what y'all was expecting for this week, and I apologize for that. But moving forward, there will be absolutely nothing or no one that will prevent me from presenting to you what it is that you expect to see from me. I'm not having it. Nobody embraces, nobody loves, nobody believes in low-key conversations more than I do. Nobody. I'll say it again, and I don't really give a shit who feels what way about it. Nobody believes, invests, or feels more passionately about low-key conversations than I do. So the fact that I was not able to present you guys with the episode that I had prepared for you is very annoying to me, and I take it personal. But there are things on top of that that I take even more personal, and I apologize to you all, and I give you my word that it will not happen again. So, y'all stay true, y'all stay blessed, talk, have conversations. I give you my word, you will see me next week with a full-on broadcast. Y'all get some rest because it's late. Deuces.